Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
And we are the Office Blokes.
Yes, we are.
Two of us together.
Yep.
How the US president travels.
Right. Luxury, I would guess.
Well, I imagine it's pretty secure. It has to be top secure. I mean, most important guy on the planet, really, isn't he?
Well, yeah, absolutely, without a doubt.
I would say.
Yeah, security would be the sort of like the watchword, I would think.
Yeah.
I mean, normally when you see it on TV, it's got like a cavalcade of vehicles, and there's absolutely so many of them. Ambulances and Secret Service.
I don't think I've seen a motorcade as big as what the US president gets.
Yeah, oh, it's absolutely huge, isn't it? Yeah. They've got absolutely everything there, haven't they? Everything's covered.
Should we get into it? See what happens. Let's have a look. How the US president travels.
It is the worst nightmare of the Secret Service. An attack on the President of the United States while he's traveling. Hidden beneath this manhole cover is a bomb that went undetected, and it can be triggered remotely. Just seconds from now, the presidential motorcade will be passing over exactly this spot. But this is not the only danger. A few blocks away, there is a second threat. Located in a dimly lit room, a sniper is overlooking the intersection, where the president will soon be. And a little further down the road, a van with tinted windows is parked, close to the blocked-off streets. Inside, a man is preparing a rocket launcher that will soon be aimed at the motorcade. Fortunately, these three scenarios are purely fictional, but they will demonstrate the rigorous effort the Secret Service undertakes to ensure that the president remains secure during.
I wonder how many times they sort of like change the route.
Oh yeah, I would guess so.
So they'll have like a route planned, and they'll publish. I guess they have to publish a route plan, close roads off, and all that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden, last minute, no, boom, another way.
They probably do, especially if there's a sort of perceived threat. I'm guessing sometimes they'll do it at the last minute. But
I wonder how many threats they get?
You know,
must be a lot, I bet, right?
You would think so, because there's plenty of people out there that that want to take them down, and so
as well. A lot of them are probably not what's it threats. Not
they won't be credible.
Not credible.
They won't be credible. A lot of them would just be people.
When we did aviation training, we had to go to like a bomb disposal, sort of like a, not bomb disposal, but a bomb threat sort of like a course. You have to sit on a security training course, and it goes through all kinds of training. And one of the questions was, if someone phoned your warehouse and said there's a bomb, what would you do? And I was the first one they asked, and I went, I just hang up. He went, why? I went, we don't even have a warehouse. Got the wrong number. The warehouse. Sorry, I said the warehouse wasn't new. We had a warehouse, but it wasn't attached to my office.
Yeah.
So why would you be calling me?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Call the warehouse. Tell them there's a bomb in there. Don't call me. And he went, I'll come back to you. And he went round the room, and he said to me, you're actually right. He said, it's the credibility of it. He said, why would they call you? Exactly right.
Yeah.
So I said, it's one of them. Let them come. If someone calls up and says, there's a bomb in your warehouse, and it's on row 3, E4, behind 2 boxes with the dolls in it, then you'd be like,
they might think
shit.
They've been in here. They
know what's there. Yeah. So that sounds credible.
Because years ago with the IRA, they used to have like a code word.
They did.
So they knew it was them. Otherwise, people would be ringing up all the time. Wouldn't they? Or, I think they used to, didn't they? So, but
it's interesting to me. I love security like this.
Yeah.
During travel. While the president is still about 2 minutes away from the manhole cover with the bomb, the first car of the motorcade, the route car, is already driving past this spot. This car, together with the pilot car, ensures that the road is clear of obstructions. The sweepers, which are primarily motorcycles, follow the route car and pilot car and help clear the road ahead. However, they are unable to identify the bomb, and the core of the motorcade, consisting of Secret Service vehicles with the president on board, is approaching. As the president's limousine rolls towards the manhole cover, a person remotely pulls the trigger, and suddenly, nothing happens. The remote trigger didn't work, and that is because of this car, the electronic countermeasure Suburban, one of the most technically impressive vehicles in the motorcade. On its roof, antennas emit radio frequencies that drown out any bomb activation signal. This technique is called barrage jamming, and it essentially works by the antennas emitting such a strong noise signal that other signals simply cannot get through. And so, the motorcade continues.
I didn't even know that existed, did you?
No, not at all.
I've never heard that before.
No, I've never seen that either. I wonder how they get on with communication between each other on radios.
Yeah, that's a
maybe
point,
it's on a different frequency or something, but I mean, you think the bombers might get round that by doing the same type of thing, but I mean, obviously, I'm no technical guy, and I don't know how it works exactly, but...
Not me neither. Yeah. Interesting that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, clever.
Is undisturbed towards the second threat, the sniper in the window. Located behind the electronic countermeasure Suburban is the president's vehicle, commonly known by its nickname, the Beast. However, you can never be sure in which car the president is, as there are two identical presidential limousines on the road. Following behind are two cars carrying the president's most important security personnel, ready to take action in the event of an attack. This is the so-called halfback in which the president's personal Secret Service agents are located. No matter what happens, these agents will stay with the president. The other car carries the counter-assault team. These heavily armed agents can remain on site and fight off an attack. This creates a secure buffer between attackers and the president. Behind these cars are...
I imagine they're no slouches neither with the gun.
Oh, no.
I imagine the proper marksmen, aren't they?
They wouldn't need to take any sort of like, I don't know, no excuses. You know, they'd be straight in there, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be looking for reasons to fight back or anything.
They
like
wouldn't be talking to the guy first.
Wouldn't be running around and saying, put the gun down or anything. It'd be like...
I don't think so.
Straight in there.
Yeah.
Are the control car and the support car. These transport additional Secret Service agents, essential presidential staff, as well as the president's personal doctor. But unknown to any of them, they are currently approaching another threat, as the motorcade arrives at the intersection the sniper has scouted out. The fact that there are two identical cars makes it difficult for the shooter, but unfortunately he catches a glimpse through the glass, aims, and pulls the trigger.
Ricochet.
Yeah.
Such a scenario naturally brings back memories of the 1963 assassination of John F. Kennedy, who was shot while driving his motorcade through Dallas. Since that time, the presidential limousine has undergone many changes. Kennedy's car was a specially modified 1961 Lincoln Continental. Unfortunately though, only a few of the adjustments made were related to security improvements. The car was retrofitted with a luxurious heating and air conditioning system, as well as lights, sirens, fire extinguishers, and radio telephones for communication. The car was also extended to include a middle row of jump seats that can fold away when not in use. In addition, the roof was made to be completely removable, and the cushion on the rear bank where the president sits was raised. Both these modifications were designed to make the president more visible to the public. Unfortunately, it also made him more vulnerable. After Kennedy's assassination, the car was massively rebuilt. A top of bulletproof glass was installed, and the body of the car was now protected with titanium armor. Perhaps somewhat symbolic, the light convertible appearance, representative of a hopeful time, was built up into a tank set to protect his more divisive successor. Luckily, today's limousine is well prepared for such an attack, and the shot has absolutely no chance of success. The current Beast has been in service since September 2018 and is a completely custom-built vehicle by General Motors. Although visually reminiscent of a sedan, the car was actually built based on a truck platform. This was necessary to support the over 15,000-pound heavy armored vehicle. The interior is hermetically sealed against any form of chemical attack. The tires are able to continue driving even when shot, and the doors are 8 inches thick and equipped with handles that, with the switch of a button, can be electrified in order to prohibit entry to outsiders.
That should be standard.
Standard, right? Standard on a caddy. Yeah.
Inside the car, there is a storage of blood of the same blood type as the president. It is a luxury tank designed to withstand any possible threat. But the biggest challenge in our scenario is yet to come, as just 2 blocks away, the van with the rocket launcher prepares to test the car's endurance. Behind the solid core of vehicles directly protecting the president are a few larger vans. These carry the press pool of reporters that travel with the president. This car behind is the ID car. It functions as the motorcade's communications hub, relaying information between the different vehicles and identifying problems early on. Behind that is the Hazardous Materials Mitigation Unit, a vehicle equipped to respond to biological, chemical, and even
traveling town, innit?
Jeez, just a bit.
It's got everything.
Gee whiz.
Behind this is a grocery store. In case he gets peckish on his way.
It's got absolutely everything, this hasn't it? It's not finished yet. I've got a few to go yet.
All right, yeah.
Nuclear attacks. It carries the necessary equipment and personnel to treat the effects of such an attack effectively. This is the so-called Roadrunner, recognizable by the antenna above the roof.
Big in it,
This car is the mobile communication hub of the motorcade, ensuring that the president is fully operational at all times. The car provides satellite and internet communications, and it feeds a direct encrypted link to the Pentagon, allowing the president to hold secure phone and video conversations, even when en route. At the back of the motorcade, a local ambulance will follow, just in case anything happens. And signifying the end of the motorcade are the so-called rear guards. Local police cars that make sure that no other cars drive into the motorcade from the back. At this point, the president...
Wow, just that many cars there, it'd take the ambulance ages to get to the front of the road, wouldn't it, if anything happened? You'd be fighting through all the traffic. Jeez.
The limousine arrives at the intersection with the van. Quickly, a man jumps out and aims the rocket launcher directly at the limousine. For this case, the presidential limousines and the electronic countermeasure vehicle are equipped with smoke grenades. As soon as they are triggered, the cars disappear in the smoke, preventing a clear line of sight. This so-called infrared smoke screen is composed in such a way that it conceals the heat signature of objects. That means that even more complex guided missiles would not succeed in tracking the target. Meanwhile, the beast flees the scene. The presidential motorcade is a highly thought-through system. Although the enormous number of cars may seem a bit arbitrary at first glance, a closer look reveals that the different vehicles all fulfill different tasks, and together function as a White House on wheels. Though it's probably fair to say that, besides justified security concerns, there's also some element of projecting power at play here. Today, the motorcade managed to successfully avert 3 different dangers. But the motorcade is only one part of a huge security apparatus, with another element being Air Force One, the call sign for a heavily modified Boeing 747, on which the president travels. This plane was severely tested when it served as a refuge for George Bush during the attacks on the country on September 11, 2001, with the president spending much of that day on board. For my next video, I took a look at this special perspective on September 11. And you can watch that video already right now on Nebula, where I upload...
You'll have to look at that. I don't know if that's the end of that.
Right, okay.
I guess it could be, right? Don't think
Yeah, it's like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of tells you a few different, maybe different videos that they've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting to see that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an impressive motorcade, that is, isn't it?
It's like you say, it's like a... What if they do that car in blue?
Yeah.
Get one of them. Imagine I wonder what the cost is to build that.
Oh man, it'd be. I don't know.
Be in the millions.
It's got to be millions, hasn't it? I mean, the Beast is. I mean, it's an impressive car, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you just
2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them as well. But you're not gonna. Yeah, pointless shooting at it. No, that's for sure.
That first one, the last one there, where they sort of like they throw out the smoke grenades.
Yeah,
that sort of like take out the heat-seeking sort of like devices that could,
that's it. Yeah, the missiles the heat-seeking missiles and things like that. Yeah,
impressive.
Yeah, not heard of that before. Actually, the
pretty hard to get them, really. Then, isn't it? I guess sort of like if you want to assassinate someone.
Oh, it would be these days.
Very difficult now.
I mean, geez, you'd literally need like an airstrike from a plane or something, wouldn't you? Because just someone on the ground with guns and stuff, it ain't going to cut the mustard. It's not going to work, is it? And that, the electronic sort of like jamming device. It's pretty clever as well, wasn't it? Yeah, really good.
Brilliant. Enjoyed that.
But, yeah, nice one.
I like things like security videos. It's all like
it's very, very interesting. Really.
See how they turn, but when you think about everything that goes into all the logistics of that, and then you look at the one we watched on the logistics of the NFL. Again, there's a lot of shit going on there with logistics, isn't there?
Oh yeah,
yeah, stuff right.
You're in the wrong business,
mate.
All
right, I tell you, right.
I get back into it.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.